Since opening its doors in 2003, the stage at the venerable music venue Holocene has been graced by the likes of Billie Eilish, SZA, 100 Gex, Snow Strippers, Goldie, The Eilers Set, and so many, many more. Holocene hosts everything from ambient acts, to rock bands, to techno DJs, and even a Charlie XCX dance night. Holocene's bar features beer, wine, cocktails, and mocktails, and a bevy of non-alcoholic beverage options. Holocene is centrally located at 1001 Southeast Morrison Street here in Portland, Oregon. You can also visit holocene.org, that's HOLOCENE.org, for a list of upcoming concerts and events, including shows by Two Hollis, Sophia Cortisis, Girly, Grouper, and so much more. Come have fun, see and be seen, while celebrating Portland's vibrant music scene, all at Holocene.
And now, on with the show.
It's the best music.
If you like cheap and tacky indie music, you'll love cassettes. Anybody can make them at home.
I myself am one of the youngest people in the vinyl community.
Oh, good for you. And how was it?
The sound engineer is ready.
What the hell's going on here?
I just want to be able to talk shit about people and not get written up in pitchforks.
Oh, this is fucking ponderous, man. Ponderous, fucking ponderous.
Coming to you live after the fact, it's Afterglow Echoplex, an indie rock mixtape podcast. On this episode, we have music from The Light Dreams, Moon Void, Indoor Voices, Kelly Slusher, Inling, and more. The concept of this podcast is simple. I've made you, the listening audience, a 16-minute virtual cassette mixtape featuring contemporary underground indie rock bands of the shoegaze and shoegaze adjacent varieties. But instead of simply donning a kilt and caber-tossing some songs onto a playlist, I reached out to the 14 bands you'll hear on this episode and asked them each for permission to feature their songs. They graciously did, thus making this mixtape a collaborative effort. Okay, up at the top of this episode, we have some corrections from episode 5, first of which is the band The First Eloy. They're from Hamburg, Germany, not Hamburg, Germany, which is what I said in the last episode. You know, I took German in high school and college, and I should definitely know better. My apologies, The First Eloy. Second on this tour of Les Nespin-like pronunciation foibles, Dark Swoon's Jana Cushman's name is not Jana. I don't know where this egregious mispronunciation came from, but I feel like an absolute schmuck. Listening to this portion of the show after the upload, I immediately got that cold sweat feeling you get when you know you royally, publicly goofed. I'm so sorry, Jana. Please accept my apology. My public apology. So, up at the top of each episode of this podcast, right after the advertisement, I have this sound collage thing that leads into the show's theme song, which is The Hermit Crab by Lilies from their 1994 album, Exame the Photon Band, in case you're wondering. Now, with each episode of the podcast since episode 2, I've been adding a random sample to the sound collage. Now, my question for you, dear sweet listener, is, how's this going for you? Do you like this or not? Is it funny or is it annoying? Should I keep adding stuff to this opening and see how oversaturated with samples I can get it? Or should it simply go away at the end of the year? Email in or leave a message on either Blue Sky or Threads, that's Afterglow Echoplex, all one word for both, to let me know what you think. Now say, do you know about the special goodies we have behind the paywall? No? Well, it's nothing. Zero, zip, zilch. That's because this podcast doesn't have a paywall. As they used to say at the old brick and mortar stores of yore, everything we have is already out on the floor. Now, with this in mind, if you like this podcast and you want to see it stick around for a while, please consider visiting the Afterglow Echoplex Patreon page and chip in what you can. Head on over to patreon.com/Afterglow Echoplex and simply send in whatever you can spare. Any contribution you can make to keep this good time going is definitely appreciated. Thank you very much. And with that, let's get on with the show. When visiting Portland, Oregon, the rain-soaked dystopia your favorite vociferous aunt on Facebook loves to despise, yet oddly has never visited, you may receive a lot of different opinions on just who serves the best donuts in our little post-apocalyptic hellscape. Rest assured, when it comes to places that serve that sweet, deep-fried dough, you will not be left wanting. Personally, my favorite Portland donut shop is Pip's. Pip's Donuts consists of a unique spice batter, lending their array of delicious donuts a golden crunch that is best paired with one of the shop's 5 signature house-made chais. The owner of Pip's, Nate Snell, also happens to be in the band Pacific Latitudes. Besides making phenomenal driving shoegaze, Pacific Latitudes have recorded tracks featuring Lauren Lackus and Swerve Driver's Adam Franklin. Donuts, chai, collaborations with amazing musicians. This is a recipe for yum not even your aunt can deny. This is Pacific Latitudes with the song Set Your Eyes Aglow. You are listening to the Afterglow Echoplex podcast.
Could look the same from somewhere in between. The sky devoid of any star. When will you come around? When all you've ever known. Now that you've turned away, you discover it was a ghost.
Almost 30 years we have walked where winds have followed us into trees. Our hands let go, and the branches as our home, meeting up once again, walking on between the gaps of light. Gathering seeds we walk down to the water, watching how waves so different and the same. Kiss the children in our hands, we let go and they took root along the bank. Beyond the side, faith we've always had in the rain, to bring our drink then to refrain. Love I've always found in your eyes, pull me in when I start to flow, or to unwind. That the cliffs are there, they have fallen and come back. Watch the oak trees lose their leaves. Water will erode the air, cut a path of sweet descent, and undercurrents push us on. Faith we've always had in the rain, to bring our drink and to refrain. Love I've always found in your eyes, pull me in when I start to flow, or to unwind. Just this year I said goodbye, he still lingers in my eye. Pureness of his disbelief, just to stand beside me now. Memories try to pull me down, you breathe with me, and someday I'll breathe for you. Faith we've always had in the rain, to bring our drink and to refrain. Love I've always found in your eyes, pull me in when I start to flow, or to unwind.
Thinking about tomorrow, there's a lot of noise around. Drinking glass of sorrow, but I know what I should find. I've been thinking about this lately, still don't have a clue. But everyone that comes from you, it's like a brand new moon. Your eyes on the face, tell me why you're so surprised. Set your eyes in to the light. The kids have all jumped, they're all feeling fine. Gone through this once, I used to be young. I'm moving up now, I'm still at the bottom. To lead a full life, and what does it matter if I'm alright? Am I alright? I'm empty inside. Inside of my head I feel like I'm flying in a spiral. In the crowd, cast a white spell, you're slowing me down. Tantalus, I'm weak like you now. Oh, Ixion, I'm around and around in a spiral.
Super Electric Records isn't just any old Portland record shop. Besides specializing in new and used post-punk, electronic, psych, and jazz records, Super Electric, much like Voltron or a combiner from the Transformers, is one piece of a cultural hub that also includes Lost Avenue Books, the Beacon Sound record label, Musique Plastique, and more. Located at 2732 Northeast MLK Boulevard and open Tuesday through Sunday from noon to 6 p.m., this super spot is so mighty it doesn't need outdoor signage. Just Mondays off to recharge the pure awesomeness one storefront can contain. Oh, and have I mentioned the incredibly nice crew that calls this space home? Actually, I think I just did. You'll see when you get there. Super Electric Records, one part of your one-stop shop for records, books, zines, stickers, pins, and more. All right, welcome back to the show. You just heard the track Spiral Song from Gainesville, Florida's Then There Were Blackbirds from the 2024 compilation Threads on My Art, a BandCamp-only collection of covers of the songs by Kid Lightbulb, aka Brandon Lucas Green. Then There Were Blackbirds, Jeff Park says that he found the process of adapting someone else's songs to be a truly rewarding process. Quote, It was great to take an existing framework and flesh it out with new and different layers of sound. Now, as great as the glitchy prog rock original is, Parks lends this song a fluidly relaxed and breezy sway, a proper departure from the original that does what any good cover song should actually do: reconstruct the song's architecture in new and intriguing ways, and I think Parks did this with absolute aplomb. It should be noted that all proceeds raised from the sale of this compilation benefit the World Kitchen and the Trevor Project. So if you want to put some good into this world of ours, head on over to BandCamp and purchase this stellar compilation. Prior to that, we had Mood Booster from Oslo, Norway's Inling, from their 2024 debut album, Mood Booster, on Spirit Goth Records. According to Inling's Silja Estvik, quote, "Mood Booster is a song about trying to help someone else when they're struggling, without realizing it's too much. You're taking on kind of too much responsibility for someone's happiness. And I have to admit, I've been a bit mopey lately, and this is exactly what this song has been doing for me every time I've listened to it." Yinling will have new music coming out January 31st, and will also be at South by Southwest this year, so if you're in Austin this March, please go check them out. Prior to that, we had Aspects from Sheffield, UK's incredibly prolific The Light Dreams from their 2022 self-released album, Aspects. Then prior to that, we had the song Noom by Spain by way of Edinburgh, Scotland's New Burglars from their 2024 Noom digital single on Glass Tut Records. Now, lest you be foolish enough to believe that this song is an ode to the American subscription-based weight loss tracking app, Noom is actually moon spelled backwards, much in the same way that the sorcerer Yensid in Fantasia is the backward spelling of Disney. Prior to that, we have by the Los Angeles, California, and Evanston, Illinois duo Two Fields Over from their self-released 2024 debut album, Grains of Verse. According to Two Field Over's Chris Travis, the lyrical content of the band's songs are very personal and started out as poems he's written over the past 30 years. Quote, "There is a strong presence of nature, which can be an allegory for both how humans' lives change, but also how they stay the same, in that they are nothing more than a small part of the cycle of the universe." Chris says of this song, quote, "I also think it can be an honest reflection on how we do move through life, have kids, let go, etc., while also grasping that we are just a small part of this universe." Prior to that, we had Party Safari by Richardson, Texas. They Need Machines to Fly from their self-titled 2023 album on El Gran E Records. And then starting the set off, we had Set Your Eyes Aglow by Portland, Oregon's Pacific Latitudes from the 2019 self-released album Ghosts in the Land of Promise. Now, if you'd like to hear this song, and by extension the album this song is featured on, in a new light, check out Pacific Latitude's follow-up album, The Soundtrack of Your Life, an all-instrumental version of Ghosts in the Land of Promise. Also, if you stop by Pips and you see Nate, tell him Afterglow Echoplex sent you. He'll know what that means. All right, now up next on the second side of today's mix, we have yet another cover song. Yep, that's back-to-back covers, baby. This one's a propulsive rendition of the 1980s Swiss Neue Deutsche Welle band Grauzone's cult punk ode to a man who wishes to be a polar bear. If you're familiar with the original, you may want to put a safety helmet on for this one, because at the 40-second mark, this cover version is going to snap your head back. This is Dual Electrum with the song Ice Bear. You're listening to the Afterglow Echoplex podcast.
Ich möchte ein Eisbär sein, den Polar.
safe from harm. You feel nothing but contentment by the rain. You are warm and dry. You stand on the shoulder of a long refinement. When the storm gathers, its strength it only increases your pleasure. I stand in the rain. You believe can never
to hear her eyes filled with tears. They don't want us here. The way I am, I'm nothing like them. I was born to be free. Thank you.
spessa dei canali.
If you're hearing the sound of my voice right now, chances are so are the listeners of this podcast. And if you're in the business of making things and selling them, these same listeners might be in the mood to purchase what you're selling. Hey, it's happened before. Advertising during an episode of the Afterglow Echoplex podcast might be the connection you, the maker of goods and services, are looking to make with the purchaser of those very same goods and services. Add to this, your advertising dollars are going towards supporting a podcast that champions and lends a platform to an amazing array of independent underground artists. Perhaps you already have an ad in the can, or you want me to read your copy in my melodious timbre. We can make that work. For advertising rates, please email afterglowechoplex@gmail.com with the subject line, "Advertising give you money, yes please and thank you," for more details. Help me help you help your business. All right, welcome back to the show, and you just heard the song Imprint by Austin, Texas duo Wybercron from their 2023 self-released Imprint single. Keen-eared listeners may have noticed that I tried to get all fancy by expertly crossfading the beginning of this song with the end of the previous song, which was No Sound Remains by Taipei, Taiwan's Moon Void from their 2024 self-released All Is Not Lost EP. Quote, I wrote all 4 songs on this EP specifically to help myself understand the core essence of who I am during my darkest hours, notes Moon Void's Mufan Chen. No Sound Remains was originally written to lift myself up from the struggles I was facing. In the midst of producing the song, I lost my dog Cupid, my dearest companion for years. I then finished the song in his memory, creating an image of us in a place where we could both be together again, and no sound remains. I wish my songs were able to help listeners as much as they help me. And I have to say that Mufan and I had a pretty great email exchange where I let her know that the song definitely helped me out after learning what it was about, because I had lost my feline friend, Nina, a couple of years ago, and it still kind of stings. I miss that cat every single day of my life, and I think about her every single day of my life. So I hope that maybe one day we'll meet again in a place where we can be together. I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Preceding that, we had Good Morning Sunshine by St. Louis, Missouri's Great Ghosts from their 2024 self-released album, Sunsetter. According to Great Ghosts' Dustin Schaefer, Good Morning Sunshine sets a cinematic, romantic, and whimsical vibe that will soundtrack your day nicely. Oh, and it does, Dustin. And this is just the opener of the album. Added to that, Dustin has 3 more full-length albums, a couple more EPs available, and more music on the way in 2025. So if you need something to soundtrack your life for the day, check out Great Ghosts. Prior to that, we had the song Care Too Much by Toronto, Ontario, Canada's Indoor Voices from their 2024 self-released Past Present album. This song features additional vocals by Jimena Torres and Andrea Sangil-Leon of the Costa Rican band Germas. I sincerely hope I'm pronouncing that right. Please let me know if I'm not. And then prior to that, we had Warm Hearts Don't Break by Nevada City, California's Kelly Slusher from the 2022 self-released Warm Hearts Don't Break single. Now, according to Kelly, this song was written many years ago, but wasn't recorded until recently. According to Kelly, I was able to mend my relationship with my parents and got very close to my dad before he passed away this last April. When I recorded it, I changed the last part of the verse of the song to, "Your father is waiting for you to come home. He's with you so closely." So it has a very deep meaning, and most of my songs have more layers than anyone even knows. Prior to that, we had the song The Outsider by Copenhagen, Denmark's Tidebound from their 2024 compilation What Color Is Sound Volume 7 on What Color Is Sound Records. Tidebound began as a home recording solo project for Dave Mueller to explore more folk-inspired territory after playing in much heavier groups such as the funeral doom metal band Black Wreath and the psychedelic drone of Chasing Eudaimonia, while at the same time drawing on these bands' textures and feelings, and you can definitely hear and feel these heavier influences interwoven into this starkly beautiful song. Then, starting off the set, we have the song Ice Bear by Sao Paulo, Brazil's Dual Electrum from their 2014 self-released She Doesn't Feel the Sun EP. I believe this cover is the soundtrack to the aftermath wreaked by those sugar smack polar bears from those annual Christmas time commercials. Oh, you know the ones. Sure, these fluffy bears look all placid and joyful as they toboggan through Santa's village, but by their 5th or 6th bottle of that syrupy sweetness, all bets are off. It's just teeth and claws, and it's a massacre, baby. All right, now let's go to the copy. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Afterglow Echoplex podcast. This podcast would not be possible without the contributions of the absolutely wonderful bands featured on today's episode. I highly encourage you to check out each of these bands by going to their websites and BandCamp pages. Please see show notes for info and links. Buy an album in the format of your choosing. If any of these bands or musicians are touring and coming to your town, go see them. After the show, ask them to reenact with you the finale from the freshly minted Criterion Collection edition of the ultra-sweaty 1987 Sylvester Stallone classic, Over the Top. Afterglow Echoplex is produced, compiled, and recorded by Anthony King. Today's episode was produced in direct collaboration with the bands featured here. Intro and outro songs by Lilies. Thanks, Kurt. Afterglow Echoplex is a Rocket Science Alliance production. Now, I say this every time, and I mean it. If you're in a band and you make music similar to what you've heard here today, and you want it considered for an upcoming episode of the Afterglow Echoplex, by all means, please send a WAV file of your song to afterglowechoplex@gmail.com. Please make sure to include your contact info and band links. And when I say if you want it considered, chances are it will be featured on the show. I just want to put that out there. So please consider sending in your song. If you would like to write into the podcast with actual listener correspondence, please send your letters to afterglowechoplex@gmail.com. If you like what you heard here today, please rate, review, subscribe, and turn on notifications for the show on the podcast catcher of your choice. Or go clean out your garage. It probably needs it. Thank you again for listening to today's show. Coming up on the next episode of Afterglow Echoplex podcast, we have a special bonus episode that will hopefully help you endure the holidays with your family. And since this is a holiday bonus episode of the podcast, you'll have to wait to hear who's who and who's doing what. But I promise you, it's a good show, and you're going to enjoy what you hear. Until next time, keep celebrating the scene.